Hey, yo, what up? Welcome back. This is not a podcast. This is just my thoughts with Rob Markman. On Friday, Raekwon dropped his 8th solo album. It's his first since 2017. It's called The Emperor's New Clothes. And for all my Raekwon fans, I'm going to point out 5 things about this release that I personally appreciated. We're going to get right into it, all right? Number one, the album was released on Mass Appeal, okay? This is Nas's label. It's all part of this 7-album release from 7 Legends, all right? We already got one from Slick Rick. I made a video. I talked about that. Now we got this Raekwon album. And then upcoming, we have Ghostface Killah Supreme Clientele 2. I got high hopes for that one. We have a new posthumous album coming from the late, great Big L. And a new Bob Deep album coming with posthumous verses and contributions from Prodigy, of course, production by Havoc. We have a new De La Soul album coming. And the long-awaited Nas and DJ Premier album is all part of this series, this 7-album release from 7 Legends. So, you know, the fact that this Raekwon album kind of fits into this mold, this rollout that Mass Appeal is doing right off the bat is one thing that I could appreciate. I love seeing our veterans get the flowers and the respect that they deserve. Number 2 on my list, right? Method Man's verse on 600 School. The song's produced by Swizz Beatz. It's Raekwon on the first verse. It's Ghostface Killah on the second verse. And on the third verse, it's Method Man. And he went absolutely crazy. He left Earth. He lost his mind on this verse. I'll recite a bit of it. He says, "I'm beneficial, but y'all don't think it's beneficial because my bottom line don't benefit you. The mission was a missile. It's fitting to send you a missile. That's fitting to hit you when you're fitted. That crown ain't fitting to fit you. Tripping, I'm fitting to trip you. Short vacation, I trip you. It's simple. It's simple, and that go triple for anybody that's with you. If people know you already know what's an issue. You foul now, it's official. Them people blowing them whistles. A ref's not a reference when people going against you. Your press is not impressive. Them people's pressing to bench you. The and I didn't know justice, but the alliteration in this verse, you know, just kind of the wordplay, even like your press is not impressive. Them people pressing to bench press you. They pressing, but like just a ref's not a reference when the people going against you. Like just the wordplay, the connectivity, the stickiness, the internal rhyme structure. Meth lost his mind. He's been one of those ones, right? Like if you know, you know. But it's just inspiring to see again at you know, rap is different from sports. As you age in sports, your body starts to slow down and you can't do the things that you could do. If your mind is sharp, you could still, if your hunger is still there, you could still. Meth got this verse off, man. So shout out to Meth. This verse is pretty impressive, man. I really dug this shit. Okay, number 3, the Omerta featuring Nas. The song is produced by Knots. Now, yes, I am aware that there are 2 Nas Omerta verses. The one that's on DSPs that we have, and then there's one that leaked that is believed to be going at Jim Jones. That's what everybody on the internet is saying. I see y'all tagging. Yes, I heard the verse. I have a lot of questions surrounding that leak verse. Like, I need to know when that verse was recorded. I need to know why it was changed when the official album was released. I need to know who leaked it. My gut tells me there's a story there, and I've been asking people and I've been asking questions, and I haven't quite all figured it out. But aside from that, I think the Nas verse on DSPs is dope too. You know, there's no rap beef tied to it, so it doesn't have that going for it or speculation of a rap beef. It's more of Nas's socio-political / historical style. He starts with, he says, "We the examples. We the ones who we said we was. Never faked it. Ones who wore jewelry that couldn't play with us. The ones who stayed rich. Details of my revolutionary ways probably get studied. Some CIA shit. Who has true power? The Torah or synagogue leaders. Quran readers or palm readers, witchcrafters or Christian pastors, rich rappers, Marx said, religions, the opiate of the masses." He just goes into his Nas higher level of thinking, of consciousness, and I appreciated that. You know, it also kind of reminded me of his verse on Clips on Chandeliers, just the one line when he was like, you know, cancel me before I turn into the Panther me. It seems, and things like that have always been on Nas's mind, but the fact that we get these 2 verses back to back kind of tells you where Nas's mind frame is. So really dope verse. I'm still investigating what's going on with that second Omerta verse. I know a lot of y'all is loving it. And it's a fire verse, like no question. But until I find out more, I'm gonna hold back a little bit because, like I said, I think there's a story there. Number 4 is Griselda and Raekwon linked up on the joint called Wild Corsicans. It features Conway, it features Benny the Butcher, it features Westside Gun. It's a beat by Snipe Beats. The beat samples Aretha Franklin's 1972 song Young, Gifted, and Black. That's not a sample snitch. Don't worry. Aretha has songwriting credits on the actual song. If you go to Spotify in the credit section, Aretha's name is there. So I'm assuming that it was all cleared. It's a good collaboration between, veterans like Raekwon and the newer crew that's carrying on tradition like Griselda. This one fits. It does sound natural. One of the highlights of the album, I think Ray sounded really dope next to Conway, Benny, and Westside. So, that was number 4 for me. Number 5 is the last verse on One Life. The song is produced by Justice League, features Stacey Barth on the hook. If you don't know her, you'll recognize her voice from Nipsey Hussle's Victory Lap from the album. The first song on the album was called Victory Lap. So, Stacey Barth, same Stacey Barth is on this Raekwon One Life. But the last verse on this song, Ray is talking about the state of hip hop music, and he's talking about it in a way that I see a lot of y'all talking about it in the comments, the way that we talk about it together. Just a little bit of his verse. He says, I see the industry is fouler now and filled with the greed, controlling narratives, sending wrong thoughts to the seeds, save our babies. There's nothing else to vibe with, the means. Guess who's deciding? The devil's in the back by the screens. And he just kind of goes into the hip hop and the state of hip hop and the veterans in hip hop. Dope verse. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciated it. And when I was listening, like I said, it reminded me of this channel and what we talk about in the comment section. So those were my 5 things that I really appreciated about this album. I know I said 5, but another thing I could appreciate that I liked when I just seen it was the album cover. If you look close, Ray is wearing the old 1980 Gucci sneakers. Or at least that's what it looks like to me. It might be the retro version as well, because they did retro with that at the time, I believe. But these were the same sneakers that Jay-Z based the design for his S. Carter sneakers off of. So classic shoe. If you're a sneakerhead, if you're kind of from the 80s era, you've seen this shoe outside. So I just like that he wore it on the cover. I thought that was dope. Overall, the album is good nostalgia, especially for older fans. It's good to see the veterans still be active. I don't think, if I'm being honest, I don't think it's a perfect album by any means. In my opinion, I didn't enjoy the skits very much. Some of the beats, a handful of the beats just weren't for me. The beat selection just wasn't all the way there for me. But that's just personal taste. Again, that there are bright spots on here for sure, and something that I think a lot of y'all will be into. And, again, just the fact that the veterans are having their day. We talk about this a lot, Clips coming back and having a moment. Pete Rock and Common, having a moment with their Grammy-nominated album, and just that their album was dope. Killer Mike having his moment. For years, there was a question of how do our veterans age and rap and still have a place and be cool. So I think this Raekwon thing is an example of that. So hopefully y'all enjoy it, man. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this video, man. Like, subscribe, comment, share it. Man, just talk to me. I talk back, but definitely subscribe. I'm on the road to 100K, man. So I'm trying to get that up. All right. Till next time. Peace.